the two of you or two or three without working on the puzzle, what was that like?
Like 3 pieces already.
It was easy.
It was just a
Alright.
piece.
What was
Here's
your
what I told you.
What was that?
He was kind of better at it than me.
Okay.
So I started, I was the one who missed the pieces.
I started as sanitize around the edges, and then he worked on it.
Yeah.
I love all the tiny
yeah,
puzzles too.
oh my.
So, what sounds like one of you focused on the puzzle, and the other one focused on trying to get the pieces. Yes? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So you divided tasks within your group, yes? Okay.
We didn't divide it, we just kind of, everybody knew what their place was.
Okay. So you knew what your strengths were and you just went for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say you guys know each other relatively well to know that?
Fairly.
Okay. So because you guys already had an established relationship, you were able to just kind of figure it out. All right, I know I'm good at this and focus on that. You're good on that, go do it. Right? It wasn't a negotiation.
I kind of
talking-
discovered it as it happened.
All right, but cool. But that happened organically, didn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't really have to talk about it or really discuss who's going to have what role.
Yeah.
Kind of happened naturally.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one of those key concepts of a very successful team. Being able to kind of know your team members, you organically know whose strength goes where. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out like who's going to do what assignment, who's going to do what task. You kind of already know where that strength is, and you kind of say, okay, you're good at doing design, go for it. Go take the design component. You're good at organizing and ordering supplies, go for it. You don't have to sit around and really try and bargain for that component, right? Okay. What else about being in your group? What was that experience like?
It was fun.
It was fun? You guys were having a good time?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't do that with the glasses, please.
Very
Oh,
cool.
like a murderer.
So you're having, that's another thing, you were enjoying the activity. You're enjoying what you're doing. Another aspect of really positive and good teamwork is that you guys are enjoying what you're doing. If you're not having fun, why the hell would you want to do it? You know? So,
Franny wasn't having fun.
well, I think Franny was trying her best to figure out how to get her
It's
pieces.
a competition out there.
It was very disillusioning to like find out that I had team members
She's
that were
very diplomatic.
saboteurs.
Mm.
Because I saw it as like staff, not just like, it was individual, like
Yeah.
marketing when we were just like forming our puzzle, but then when I realized that other people had it, and then I expanded my perspective to SAC, and then it was like, what? Why is everyone like against each other? We're SAC.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you very much. Excellent. I want you guys to think about what I said. When I gave the instructions, what did I say?
Teamwork.
Okay?
The most. It's
What did I say about, I was very intentional about my words.
break.
Specifically,
Yeah.
what didn't I use? What word didn't I use?
Separate.
Teams.
I didn't use team. I said break into groups. I never said
We're all in it.
that you guys are individual teams.
Oh, yeah.
And I said use teamwork. I think you came up with the ideas of wanting to see how you could collaborate. Yes? What were some of the strategies used to get your pieces? We talked about sabotage. We talked about other marketing and other stuff. What were some, we can recognize that these are kind of neutral, other than sabotage, that's kind of a little negative here. What was some positive or collaborative attempts?
Trading.
Free trade.
Trading. Okay.
Free markets.
Go invest now.
What else was offered?
Go find it.
You told us.
I was honest. I was like, I have your piece, here it is, initially.
Okay, so just offering it up, yeah?
Well, when Omar was out of control, I asked him if he's having an off day and if he needed a hug.
So positive vibe.
So trying to maybe empathize or try to come to that personal connection?
I thought we were going to be civilized about it.
Who started it?
What was another thing I heard? I heard it from a couple of you. And I know one of you used that as sabotage, so we'll talk about that.
Wait, it was
What was,
me.
what was another thing?
She's looking at you.
I wasn't me.
What else was offered? Some of you were going around to other puzzles.
Intruders.
Treasure.
What?
Advice, professional advice was offered.
Right. Was there also an offer to help assist with the puzzle?
Yes.
So help other group, yeah?
Yep. That's what I thought.
For that mutual goal of we both want to win the candy, right? We all want to win the candy.
What was it?
So I'm offering my help, since we've already got our puzzle a little further along, but we still need a piece. How about we help you in exchange for puzzle pieces so that we can all win together?
What if there's not enough candy?
I always bring enough candy.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the free markets. What if there's not enough candy to supply?
Socialism.
But this is, I want you guys to think about this. When we were talking about, okay, like I've spent this whole entire morning talking about teamwork and teams and what that means. And you guys are clubs. You're like, yeah, you have your individual clubs, but you also have SAC. You're also clubs within the College of Business and Management. That makes you a team. So yes, you have your individual clubs that you have your mutual goals and things that you're aspiring to and things that you're working on within your club, but you also are a club on a whole. You have a collaborative idea that you want to work together to achieve. So when we're talking about like putting these puzzles together, some of the strategies you could have used was say, hey man, I'm missing 4 pieces. Everybody else is missing 4 pieces. What if we all get our puzzles done as far as we can and trade together? We could all be one team. Because my specific directions were the team that wins gets candy.
So we could ball
But I specifically said break into groups. So I know I tricked you guys.
Oh, thank you.
So like, that's why in the
I knew
beginning,
this worked
when
so
I,
team.
So technically,
You
you
got
can't.
had someone else's piece, when I said, like,
bamboozled us.
here, this is yours, and you're like, you're just gonna give it away? Well, yeah, because I was assuming that whoever found my piece, they were just gonna hand it to
Me
me.
too.
Yeah.
But then we're
We
savages, it turns out.
We offered pieces. We didn't trade at first. At first, we're like, hey, you can have yours. You can trade.
Yeah, of course, because initially they're like, hey, look, yeah, we're gonna get this done, let's figure this out, let's, you know.
So basically, it was non-for-profit versus for-profit.
It's capitalism.
Yes, everybody remember.
Initially, we were doing that. We were trading this, but then you told us you're just gonna get us for free. And so that kind of started.
You're like, oh, what's good?
Right.
So what are some things that get in the way of wanting to collaborate? External influences, yes. Greed. Right. I don't want to share the profits, so I'm going to try and make this work for myself and nobody else.
A tight budget.
Tight budget. Resources being scarce. We're running out of pieces. We can't bargain.
We were a monopoly. We had all.
But
Right,
then,
that
do you
was
see?
still
Do you see how some things can start to sabotage that ability to communicate and collaborate?
Yes.
Because when your resources are scarce in one area and abundant in others, one group has power over the other. Right? One has the ability to bargain and say, well, what are you going to offer me? And then the people that have depleted resources have to lose more resources.
We name our price.
Right? So when we're talking about working in teams and having successful teamwork, we have to come from that concept of we're all in this together. What can we pool together? Yes, we realize maybe, you've got more money in your club and I've got more, supplies for having events like plates and cups and things. So, tell you what, you give me $50 so that we can run our next event, I'll give you half of our plates and cups and things and you don't have to worry about it. Right? So, the reason we do this activity is to really illustrate to you guys that your team is not just your club. Your team is everyone in this room. And everyone who didn't come who's part of SAC and part of your club. How do you work with them to get their buy-in, their resources, their desire to want to help out and be involved and have that mutual goal that you're looking for? Because when you don't, you start sabotaging each other. Things start breaking down. Almost nobody wins. In fact, only one group finished the puzzle. But because I'm a nice person, I think all of you should win because I appreciate you humoring me and playing this game. So, everyone gets to take some candy.
We still want our piece.
We second place.
I was gonna say, who has puzzle pieces that belong to
Right.
me?
Yeah, it's like you signed it, already know.
Oh, I need to go post that, we gotta get around today.
I'm still missing what piece, y'all.
You missing what?
You
You have it,
I
yeah.
know, but I gave back all the people, I realized that.
Bunch of fucking liars.
So, Ruth, what's your take on, I knew that the team that won needed that piece, and they said that they would just take it and then just check it out and then give it back to us. I knew that he would trick me, but being sweet-natured as I am, I just let him, just gave him a chance to see if he really would do that, and then somehow we'll work together to help us, but of course he didn't do that. So what's your take on that?
That's an excellent question. So like, being able to collaborate takes some risk, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to trust that the person you're collaborating with is going to be honest.
Right,
Work towards a common goal.
right.
I think Trudy still has a
So
piece.
often when you're kind of working towards that end of like, how do we collaborate? How do I trust you?
Right,
It takes, when I work in couples, and families and stuff, it takes vulnerability. We're talking about having some courage, some ability to trust that the other person is going to do as they say. Sometimes being vulnerable requires taking that risk.
Right.
Requires that we're not going to get what we want. So we have to think about, are we able to lose that resource? Are we able to take that risk and do without if we need to? And what do we want if, how do we want to proceed if that doesn't pan out? Okay. So we took a risk, we didn't get what we wanted. Now what do? Do we then shut down communication with that person or that group? Say, we're never going to be working with you again? How dare you? Do we say, you know what, that was not cool, but I believe in second chances, whatever. What can we do? But this time you're going to have to give before I give? Or do we just say, okay, you know what, that happens, we just keep going and go wholeheartedly on, all right, that's just where we're going to go. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. We just keep going. When you're working with a working relationship, when you have that collaboration, that connection, the risk is lower because you have that mutual buy-in from the other person. You're both working towards that common goal. Why would somebody want to sabotage their partner or their group member or their team member on that common goal if the end result is going to benefit both of you? And I'm really interested in this. I really have the buy-in. I want to see it succeed. Again, we have to think about the individual. What are their needs? What are their wants? In that case, if you were to say, hey, I want, can I look at that piece? Say, yeah, but maybe you should offer me up some of the candy that you win. If you take that.
I was right. I was thinking about that too.
Sure.
What can I win? What can I get out of that? We can bargain that way. Or we can say, you know what?
I don't got it.
I really want to win.
I told you.
I know you really want to win. How can we, I want to trust that you can take that piece. Sometimes we do things like, all right, what can you give as collateral for the moment? Like in campus when they talk about like, okay, give me your ID so you can loan out something. We're holding something of value. Doesn't mean we're going to keep it. We're going to give it back, but we're saying, hey, I want to trust you, but let's make sure that we don't screw each other, right? So thinking in those terms, even working, I know if you're all considering that, hey, all of these clubs are a team, we're all a team, college business management, as a whole, also think about, what about the rest of campus? You're part of a university. There are other clubs on campus that may have common goals too. I think Alex was telling me something like the technology or Computer science group or something?
CSS.
Thank you. Collaborated on,
Computer Science Society
thank you, collaborated on doing a job fair or something, right?
with COBM.
Yes. Those are connections and networks that you've been making across campus. Are there things that you guys do that work well with social work? That could work for biology department? That you could be collaborating with and pulling those resources? Because the reality is, when you don't have a lot, when you make that network, you make that connection with other people, and you have that buy-in from them, you have an abundance. Everybody profits from that. Because then you pool your resources. Instead of having 10 events across campus, all with limited resources, you can have maybe 1 or 2 major events that pull in keynote speakers, that get people to come in from off campus and actually pay money to come. So think in terms of what could we be doing to improve what we're providing that is a connection for everyone. Yes, it benefits us, but how can it benefit others too? Because that's going to be where you get your buy-in and get your club members, get your people who are interested in what you're doing and want to help fund or help do things for you.
Thank you, Bill. That was very important.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I know we haven't had a break and it's about 11 o'clock. So I've got one more thing that I want to give you guys, and then we can probably wrap and go to lunch. It should be good. So another aspect that I have found helpful is when we're trying to define goals, is to have, I like handouts sometimes. It's a strategy called SMART goals. So,
Covered this in the CEO.
oh, cool. So you're familiar with this. So when you're talking about developing mutual goals and coming up with ideas and whatnot, it's helpful to put it, kind of lay it out. So the SMART goal is basically an acronym to help you remember, but it's to make sure that you are getting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely activities and events or things that you're collaborating on in order to have a more successful outcome. So those handouts, I'm kind of done talking or feeling like I'm done talking, so I'm not going to go into detail. But the handouts are kind of self-explanatory. Basically what's on one of them is basically what's up here. So essentially, when you can get specific, when you can get very specific about what you want to achieve, not this broad spectrum of like, hey, I think it'd be great to have an event. Hey, I think it'd be great to network. You know, like when it's vague concepts, it's hard to really kind of put that together and make assignments. When you can say things like, I would like to have an event in June that is networking and invite 4 or 5 people from the outside who work in different industries to come and be, you know, speakers or do something like that. Get very specific about what you want to do. How do you want this to look? When you can get those details, answer those questions of basically who, what, when, where, why, how, all those aspects, you have a great starting point. When you can get measurable, meaning when you can see what are going to be the outcomes we're going to get. What are we going to, you know, how many people are we trying to get? How can we track our progress? Can we do, we need to have evaluations. Do we need to determine what is going to make it successful based on like how many donations we get, how many people who can come to present. When we can figure out, okay, what's the benefits, what's the cost, and see the data that helps us figure out like, okay, this was a good event, this was successful, or it wasn't. What can we tweak? It allows us to reflect later and say, okay, maybe we should put our resources in a different way. Stuff that's attainable. Don't want to take on more than you can handle. Because if you try and do a giant project and you've only got 2 or 3 people in your club, and it really requires like 20 people,
Scope creep.
what was that?
Scope creep.
Yes. You're stretching yourself very thin. You guys are also in school. You're also probably working and doing other things. Can you and timely. So you have set timeframes or goals to meet that, like, hey, okay, we're gonna have this event in June, that means by next week, we've gotta have the flyers out, and the week after, we've gotta make sure we've got the funding. Can we check in about that? That's gonna help you be successful. Okay? So those are handouts to kind of use. You can copy if you want, you can throw them in the trash. If you don't like them, that's fine too. I'm not gonna be offended. But it's a way to kind of break that down for you if you ever have, especially like even this afternoon, working on your presentations, to kind of get that concept of what is the SMART goal for our event that we're going to present to the COC. If we can break it down into these concepts, you can convey what you want to do in a way that allows the COC to have that buy-in. Okay? Alright, so the last cheesy thing I'm going to leave you guys with is team. Together, everyone achieves more. Yeah.